Welcome, foolish mortal. I am your host, your ghost host, the lord and master of this haunted mansion. Inside and outside, and even between the walls of this possessed manor, are ghosts, brought here from the darkest tomb.
Alright, so, good morning. It's about 10:30, and here we are. Right where we said we wanted to go, the fort.
Alright, well, I don't need to go.
Last time we were here, it was completely storming. It was nasty. It was October. But now, today, it's opposite day. It's sunny, it's hot, it's sweaty, it's nasty. But still, we're here for fun.
I too die here. Yeah, well, let's see how long we can do this for.
Alright, let's go have some fun. So I'm excited to get in there and see everything again. Earlier, if you check the other video that we just did, we were actually at the beach over at Volano. And that was pretty awesome. Alright, so if you remember before, I was talking about the heat index. Evidently, we're at extreme caution right now. Alright, so that was really cool. With Lily being disabled, they actually have the disability pass. So you get in free to all national monuments. Now remember, that's just the government ones. It's not private owned. Like the lighthouse, that's private owned. This is not.
My hair. Try not to lose that one this time,
Yeah, last time I was cleaning up my wallet before when I switched to my Nightwing wallet, and we lost our first one. Look at those canyons. They're awesome.
Bedrooms.
Yeah, this would be right where they would sleep, and the beds they would sleep on. Just straw in there. Well, it might be more comfortable than what I slept on last night.
They were changed. No, I think. Look, I think.
Yeah, this is actually really awesome. Alright. Look, this is the cool food area. And that's how they would cook their food here. Alright, because it's so hot today, it's like 91 degrees out. We gotta move through here a little quick. Because we want to get to the writing on the walls and stuff.
I would hate to have him in prison in this heat.
Now, I don't know if you can see it, but up here, there's actually writing on the walls. But you don't even know what it is. Just a mysterious note that was left behind. Tiffany, she had to go out to get some fresh air because it's just so hot for her. Yeah, look at these British ships carved into the walls. So cool.
Thanks for passing on.
Ah, fresh air again. Alright, now let's go into the extreme caution heat.
Yeah. So they have a caution board.
Yep. Yeah, right now you're supposed to drink 1 quart per water per hour.
Why he's fine, huh?
And that has to do with the whole sweat thing and them not wanting you to pass out here. So, would they help to combat that? Yes, they could have set up a drink buying station where you gotta pay a lot of money for a drink, but instead they did something really awesome here that I personally love and I wish everybody had. Look at this. You can actually fill up your own bottle of water here.
Here, let's get you a little wet, okay?
That is so awesome. And they got water fountains for you. And they're clean, pretty well clean.
Hold this.
Look at that, that's not bad.
I know. Bring your head down. Bring your head down.
So this is one of the things that we have to combat with Lily. Is the extreme heat, so we have to wet her down occasionally. So if you ever go to like Disney and you see us do this, that's why. And if we don't do it, then she could overheat, get a seizure, or worse. So
I know, but it's really hot.
we try to do whatever it takes.
For me. Look how red her face is.
I know.
Can't stay here too long.
What?
Wanna go?
Alright, so that was cool in there.
It's just a video.
Get it? Cool compared to the heat out here. Alright, I suck at that humor. I'll be honest. Alright, so now we'll go over to here quick. The cannon is pretty cool. Look, defending the fort, so that's how it will be done.
I'm going up to the water area.
Alright, so we're going to head back to the water fountain. Yeah, this also gives you guys a good representation of what we do. One of the hard parts of having a disabled child is that you gotta keep doing this. And honestly, it's alright, because if you stare, we don't care. We learned how to ignore people that stare.
Oh, need glasses.
And Lily, she's learned how to adapt as well to this part, though sometimes she throws a little fit about it.
Alright, drink some water.
Is that the Fountain of Youth too?
No, sorry, boo-boos.
Yeah.
Good?
Would you say that's the Fountain of Youth? Yeah. Alright, now to the top of the world.
Don't put the baby down yet.
Is your money, sweetie?
Say far.
This view is actually amazing, and then when you pan over here and you look down, that is a large drop.
Oh, I can't stay up here forever.
Yeah, Tiffany, she's really having a hard time struggling with the heat.
Well, when I'm experiencing chest pain, so it's telling me I really need to do that.
Daddy, I hate chip.
Yeah, it's amazing. Just think that would have been actually shooting all the way over there. Freaking awesome. Probably like right where that kite guy is. It's right where that cannonball would have possibly landed. This one I think would have gone a little bit further. It's just remarkable to me how these were developed back then. And there wouldn't have been all this development. Well, there would have been like a few houses later on put up, but still.
Sure is the time this was being built. Yes. Grounds out here are amazing.
Alright, but yeah, this is about it for the fort, guys.
Toward another bastion.
I know it doesn't look like much on the camera,
But it is
but in
amazing.
person, it's awesome. I wish we could stay here longer and see like the gun firing,
By
but
the sign, you could tell it's really hot.
Yeah.
we actually did show a gun firing on the one channel, on that one video that we did
Check.
of the Fountain of Youth.
That you want to come here early.
Instead, we had something even better. We got to see the beach, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bolano Beach, amazing.
Hi.
And yeah,
Hey.
I would definitely want to stay there again.
I'm not.
There's a couple places I'd want to go.
Like the Magic Beach Hotel, I really want to stay there sometime because it looks amazing on the outside, and I love that Art Deco look to it.
Next time you choose to do something like this, choose in
Don't
like,
spring it on you.
choose in late November.
Yeah.
It's just too hot, Ryan.
I play hard ball.
Wow.
No, I
So pretty.
no.
Eight, maybe 9.
Yeah, just imagine if you were one of those old time soldiers running up these really quick and rushing down.
It's so hard to believe that people go walking on these stairs.
I know, and then
How do we leave? Here, Ren.
Would you request short people in the front? Tell people if you would, take a step back. Give the short people a chance to see what goes on. Because after all, short people make much better windows for tall people than the other way around. You have to let me out first. Okay, short people, to the front, please.
Hey, Mom.
Step on it. Don't step on it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Castillo de San Marcos National Monument, part of your National Park Service, and our weapons firing program for you today. Before we get started with this program, though, we do have to go over a few of our safety guidelines, not only for your safety, but for the preservation of this old fortress as well. Last year marked the 100th anniversary of the National Park Service. This agency prides itself on the protection and preservation of many historic sites and natural wonders across this country, and we ask each and every one of you, when you visit these great places, no matter which one it is, to simply do your part to help us preserve them for the next visitor. Here at the Castillo, we ask everyone to help us out by not climbing, sitting, or standing on the historic cannons, their cannon carriages, or the historic fragile shellstone walls of the fortress itself. And then those of you here up front during the firing program, please stay behind that white line and those two cones until we say our cannon is safe at the end of the program. After we say it's safe, you're welcome to cross that line, ask questions, and take pictures. Please just wait until we say our cannon is safe at the end of the program. Excuse me. When we call for you to cover your ears, please do so because this cannon will be very loud. If you have any small children with you, please make sure they cover their ears or cover their ears for them when the time comes. For those of you that already have your ears covered, I can assure you this gun will not go off while I'm talking to you. I will turn around and say cover your ears before this weapon actually fires. And ladies and gentlemen, the cannon we're about to fire for you today, historically this cannon here was actually known has a 6-pounder iron gun. Can anyone tell me what you think that might possibly mean? 6-pound ball. That was the largest shot this gun was capable of firing, which doesn't seem like much. But this cannon could throw that baseball-sized 6-pound solid iron ball about as far away as you see our lighthouse, a mile and a half away downrange. And as you explore the fortress today, you'll notice there's much larger guns here than our 6-pounder. Down by our flagpole and lining that south wall, there's a collection of 16, 18, and 24-pounders. Right there at the seawall is our 32-pounder. The larger weapons of this fortress and that time period could throw their respective size shots anywhere from 2 to even 3 miles downrange. Now, hitting a target at 3 miles with one of these is a completely different story for you, but they could still reach out that far. Imagine sitting on a ship or out in a camp 2 or 3 miles out. You hear a gun go off, and then you see a splash somewhere nearby. For this type of weaponry, you don't have to hit your enemy targets. All you have to do is get close. Because with this type of weapons technology of that time period, people all over Europe and here in the colonies knew what cannons could do. There was no guessing. So these people knew that if they see a cannonball land somewhere close by, that if that gun gets closer, or if they move closer to the fort, the weapons get more accurate and more destructive. The job of this fortress was not to reach out and hurt and kill somebody. This job of this fort was not to go conquer other lands. The job of this fort was to stay here, the soldiers stay here, and keep this town, the city of St. Augustine, safe in Spanish hands. So the job of this building was to defend itself and the area and all approaches to the city. So as far as using the cannons, you use them to scare off the enemy. You use them to keep the supply lines running in. You use them to keep the communication lines going out. As long as this fort stays supplied and the communication comes and goes, this building can survive for a very long time. Now let me remind you, this is a time period where the shots they fired never exploded. So if you ever see a pirate-themed movie where these are the types of hats that the people are wearing and a cannonball explodes somewhere, that's really just Hollywood having a good time. Cannonballs did not blow up during the Age of Sail or 1700s, however you look at it. They're just solid metal objects. And the walls of this fort, depending where you're at around this building, there are parts of these walls that are over 16 feet thick. It'll take an awful lot of cannonballs of any size to break these walls down. So the biggest concern of the soldiers and the civilians that are taking shelter in this fort was not the guns that are shooting at them, was not the enemy soldiers running in. The biggest concern of this fortress was how long will the food last, how long will the water last, and how long will my walls continue to stand. And while they're at it, how long do we have gunpowder? A well-trained cannon crew could fire this weapon as quickly as 45 seconds between shots. I could stand behind this gun crew and just simply say load. They get it quickly loaded, then I say fire, and they shoot it. That works great for battlefield combat. That is excellent for ship combat. Because in those situations, when you run out of gunpowder, you simply turn around and you run away. This building, when it runs out of gunpowder, food, or water, its next plan of action is to raise a big white flag and start learning to speak a new language. The job of this fort was survival. So in a place like this, the soldiers would actually slow down how quickly they load and fire these weapons. Battlefield cannon crews, they're by themselves. They rely on their cannon to protect them. This place has these walls. There's lots of guns up here, and the four-corner bastions that stick out of this building allow any 2 cannons to always cover a third. If one cannon gets disabled, there's always other cannons up here protecting the others. So something is always happening up here, a gun is always ready to use, and the soldiers up here are always keeping an eye out at what's going on outside. So there's really no need to fire these weapons fast. Firing cannons from a fortress was more about intimidation rather than destruction. And that is the type of firing drill we are about to show you today. It is a drill designed to send a message to the enemy that they are being watched, and the gunpowder is here just waiting and sitting and ready to use. This type of firing tactic worked out for this fort's history because you are standing in a building today that has been under attack. One of the attacks on this fort lasted 51 days with 1,500 people living in our courtyard downstairs. That attack, as well as others, reinforcements found a way through, communication always got out, and this building has never surrendered. This sport has changed hands numerous times over, but every transfer was done by a treaty, not combat. And ladies and gentlemen, we are all dressed today as the Spanish soldiers that once lived and worked here in St. Augustine, Florida. I myself am the only park ranger dressed out. The rest of the crew you see, these are all volunteers, and I would not be able to do a cannon program if they didn't want to join us out in this summer heat. So please give them a hand for coming out here. And ladies and gentlemen, because we are dressed as Spanish soldiers, I will be calling their cannon drill speaking in Castilian Spanish, but I will say cover your ears in English though when the time comes. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and thank you all for visiting with us today.
Alright, so when we do this, I'm going to put the camera down a little bit so that way I can cover my ears.
Canoneros, form una línea.
Fuego.
Mainare, atacador.
Tap, for the goal.
Saca tropas.
Adelante, el cañón. Prepárense para el ejercicio. Bandíganos, Santa Barbara. Entra la cuchara en el cañón. Reconozcanse, está cargado. Retiren la cuchara. Entran la lanada y tapan el fogón. Pasen la lanada en el cañón. Retírenla a su lugar. Al pronto el atagador y pólvora. Entren en el cañón. Ataquen. Atacador a su lugar. Toman los especies. Dispónganse a poner en batería el cañón. Cañón en batería. Dispónganse para la puntería. Apunten. Especies a su lugar. Save any good enough, go. Tómalo para fuego. Para fuego, cañón. Alto. Y sopa en la mecha. Cover your ears. Fuego.
Wow.
batería. Guardia fuerte, batería. Alto. Palanquines a su lugar. Entra los agantropos en opinión. Pasen los agantropos en opinión.
Why didn't you want to come?
Retiren los agantropos. Entran a la nada y tapan el pagón. Pasen a la nada en opinión. Retirenla a su lugar. Canoneros, forman una línea.
Victoria.
Magnífico.
Relájense, muy bien.
¡Viva España!
Okay, so that was the cannon firing up here at Castillo. That was really awesome. Now, I'm sorry I had to put the camera down a little bit to hang onto my chest, but it had to be done because of how freaking loud that thing was. And yesterday, I took a little stun from the matchlock gun over at the Fountain of Youth, and it was okay. It wasn't like horribly bad, but that one, yeah, it would have been really horrible. Right now, I'm just walking down the steps right now. So yeah, the cannon firing here, that was really awesome. And I'm glad that you guys got to come see that. I just hope that the girls are okay down there, not because of the sound, but because of the heat index. But I'm telling you now, fort done. And this video is gonna be just about over. So, like and subscribe, comment for more suggestions on what to do, and enjoy the beautiful view. Love you guys. Just worried. And honestly, for the first time, I'm actually scared a little because I have no clue about the future right now. The financial cost of all this shit and everything just really worries me. Normally I have all these answers, but I don't. And I really hate that part. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and leave Fort of Samper after we get this stuff loaded into the journey and head home. Start compiling all this footage and then you'll see it. Alright, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching. Sorry to leave it on this note, but I do love every single one of you guys and I love seeing your views. Thanks very much, okay? In all honesty, up until the end, this was a great time of doing this. Alright, goodbye for now. I'll see you next time.